Good morning, class. How are you? Okay. I am Premlata, SOD Social Science. Today we will discuss 10th class Civics Chapter 2nd Federalism. In the previous videos, we have discussed how federalism practiced in India. We have discussed the social issues, cultural issues, and language policies. Now, in our today's topic, we will discuss the decentralization in India. The importance of Amendment 1992. So, firstly, we will discuss some new terms. Decentralization. Decentralization means hand over the power from central government to state governments to local bodies. Local self-government. In rural cases and urban cases. Local government. In the previous videos we have discussed about central and state government. Now our main focus should be on third tier of government. Local self-government. Local self-governments became powerful after the Amendment 1992. During this amendment, local governments got political power. Mayor. Mayor is the political head of municipalities in urban areas. And Sarpanch. Sarpanch is the political head of Panchayati Raj system in rural areas. So you are aware about the levels of government. Local governments became powerful because of most of the population in our country is living in rural areas. Near about 76-77% people are still living in rural areas. So it is not possible. The central government can provide welfare to all the communities who are living in the remote areas. Neither it can be done by state government. So, the Indian government realized that it is essential to share the power among different social groups. So, third tier of government, according to Amendment 1992, was formed local self-governing bodies. Why do we need to form the third tiers of government? So first one is India is a vast country, and second most populated country of the world also. So some states are so much bigger in population and area. Like that, Rajasthan is the largest state of India by size, and UP is the most populated state. So it is not possible by the state government to control and provide welfare to all the communities. Next one, social diversities. You all are aware about the cultural and linguistic diversities of country. India is the biggest diverse country of the world. More than 1500 dialect languages are spoken in our country. So it is not possible to provide welfare and to satisfy all the communities by the central and the state governments. Next one, various social interests are there in the different parts of the country, in different states of the countries. That's why the power is shared. Power is handed over from central and state governments to local self-governing bodies. Now, we will discuss about the Amendment 1992. Constitutional Amendment 1992 provide more powers to local self-government. After this amendment, regular elections took place in local government. State Election Commission was conducted for the regular election in Panchayati Raj system and municipalities. State government share some powers and revenues with local government. Seats are reserved for some social groups like that scheduled caste, social tribes and other backward classes. 1/3 seats are reserved for women candidates in local bodies. So with the help of this video, you will be write some questions in your fair notebook. Analyze any 5 advantages of decentralization of power. Second one is state 2 differences between state government and local governments before Amendment 1992 and after Amendment 1992. Next one. Describe the structure of Panchayati Raj rural government in India. Have a nice day. Thank you.